How we doing, guys? We're back. Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be interesting. A lot of different stuff going on, but I thought this would be more of a vlog rather than just the regular, this is what we're going to do sort of thing. But so this is what we're going to do. So this is kind of a little of what this video will consist of. So I got the truck back from getting fixed. That'll be a separate video which you will end up seeing. Can't show you anything on it yet, because we got a lot of cool stuff on that too. And then well, the good thing is we got the trailer will be back tomorrow for getting fixed. But today we need to get the tires and death machine aired up. We need to get the motor, the seized motor, out of the back of Radio Girl out and into the back of the King, because we're taking that down south, and we're also using the King for pictures on Sunday, because Ashley wants some cute couples photos done. So we need to get that cleaned out. And then we are also need to make room for the new arrival. It's not a new car, but it'll be new to the channel. This car is a 1976 Ford Thunderbird Lipstick Edition. This car is actually my dad's, but a lot of stuff has been going on the past year, so I decided I made the decision that we're going to bring the car up here to my house because it needs some work done on it to get it driving reliably. So, and it just needs a lot of love. So we're actually going to go down south tomorrow and pick up that car and drop off Death Machine down at my shop, down at the actual Death Machine speed shop. And then once we bring that car up here, then we're going to take old Turd Baked over there, Thunder Baked. That car will be going down south as well. So that way in the driveway we'll just have Francine, the 70’s, the Thunderbird, Burnin' Love, Ashley's the Thunderbird. And then I think we're just going to have Burnin' Love, Ashley's Thunderbird on the trailer for now. I don't know what's going to end up going on the trailer, either Francine or Radio Girl, depending on what we want to do with all that. So that way we can have only 2 cars in the driveway rather than all of them. So yeah, let me show you how Death Machine's doing right now. So Death Machine's looking a little deflated, to say the least. How's this tire doing? I haven't even checked this one, and we can't even get to that one. So that one looks bad. So probably what I'm gonna do is probably just get these 2 aired up. I know that one over there is not bad because that one just doesn't leak for some freaking reason. So yeah, that one just doesn't leak for some reason. So we got to get these aired up. And then we got Kaysen coming over to help unload the motor out of the back of the truck, so that way we can get everything switched over. And then tomorrow we get to load this on the trailer. I'm just repeating myself now, but yeah, so this thing really needs a wash too. Maybe I'll wash it tomorrow as well before I load it on the trailer, because it needs a wash and I don't want to put it in storage dirty. So yeah, and this needs a wash too. Well, everything needs a wash. But good news is about this car. Good news is the interior. The guy doing it was able to get everything, so that should be getting done here soon. And we also got the drawing done by Glenn Merrill, who has done all my drawings. He just got done with the drawing for this car that hopefully you guys will see here in the next few, because I'm actually going to go get it tonight, and I think you guys will really like it. It's really cool. And we also have something else in the mix too that he's doing for me. So that'll be another cool release thing, another new project, but that one won't be happening for a while. So, but yeah, so let me pop open the garage and let's get these bad boys aired up. So I decided on some things. So I got the tires aired up, but I really want to get that one done too. So I think in order to do that side, I'm just gonna have to fire up the car and pull it forward. And you can see how much water was on Death Machine, because now that it's, not, on the ground, remove the brick. Now it's actually level. I need to fix the splitter now, it looks like. So, hooray. Again, he fixed the splitter again. But, yeah, so I'm going to fire up the car and get it moved forward. So, yeah. So, just got in Death Machine, realized there's water on the floor. Don't know how the hell that happened, because, everything is sealed in this car. But, anyways. Gotta get that all shaking. A little cold start. It's a cold car. Oh, fire. Oh yeah. We actually have oil pressure. That's weird. This motor is so torn that it usually doesn't have oil pressure. And if you're wondering why the RPMs are so high, this is pretty much where the car needs to be at in order to even run somewhat decent. Because racing cam, and because race car. See if we can move it forward a little bit. Oh yeah, it'll move. Oh, there's the oil pressure light, because the RPM's dropped. Let's turn that on. See, it goes away with RPM because oil pressure and race car. So now that we're to where we want it, now I'll go fill up the tire full of air. Yay. Alright, so I got the tire aired up on this side. I got all of them to around 40 PSI because that is a little high, but the reason why I want them that high is because the tires will leak out a little bit tonight because of how cold it's going to get, and it might snow tonight. So, and the only problem with that is I need to make sure the roads are dry like this, so that way I can actually drive this car. Because even a little bit of moisture, this car is just going to sit and spin. So I need to make sure that the roads are dry tomorrow for this, and I want to make sure, everything's good. So yeah, now I just need to back this car back up here, so that way kids don't smack into it when they're on their bikes going to school. But that would be really funny though. But yeah, so okay, fine, you guys get a glimpse of the back end of this truck. But yeah, so that's the plan for tomorrow. So just to get this moved. But I'm just hoping they get my trailer done at a decent time, because me and Ashley want to leave here right after she gets off work, which hopefully we'll be around five or six. So yeah. All right, guys, we are back. It is the next day. It is snowing currently, but we kind of have to do this anyways. But we got the trailer back. Let's just say this thing looks absolutely amazing. I love it to death. Hey, Dewey. And this thing looks absolutely bitchin', and I love it to death because these guys did an absolutely astonishing job. Like, they did way more than they needed to, and I don't know how they were able to get away with this, and I don't know how they even made money afterwards. But like, so here's the side that got crushed by the car, right? You can see where the oil was from the accident. And so just a little walk around. So they did a whole new jack on the front because it smashed into the tailgate and it was pretty gone. New fender because that one was smashed, obviously. And then they had to do a whole new frame rail, and they had to do new jacks on both sides because for some reason that one was snapped off too. For some reason, don't know why. But when it came to them doing this and them doing the end caps, they just said screw it, whatever. But what my favorite thing is I think this guy has OCD, and I love it because they didn't just do that fender, they did this one too, and this one wasn't even damaged originally, and it's awesome. Like, look at that, it matches, and they're cool as hell because you can put a lot of pressure on it and then they don't bend. So they're pretty much drive on without the little lip right here that comes down. I wouldn't trust putting Ashley's Bronco on top of them, but I am so stoked to how they came out. And if you're ever in need of trailer work in northern Utah, I highly recommend Hollett Trailers here in Brigham City. And they would really love to work on your stuff. Especially right now, it's slow season. So do me a favor, go over to their Google page and write them an amazing review, because I definitely will. I'll even include pictures and everything, because they did an amazing job, and I can't thank Zach over there enough for doing the work, and Brenda, and especially Susan too, because Susan's the one I was talking to most of the time, and Susan actually lives right up the street. I think Brenda does too. But thank you guys so much. You guys are absolutely amazing. And thank you, Miller Auto Body, for fixing the truck too. That's also an amazing job as well. I'll get to that once, I get everything done on that truck. But thank you, everyone. But let's get to the fun. That's loading Death Machine onto the new trailer, so that way we can take it down south today. So yeah. So I forgot to update you guys, but I got the car loaded on the trailer. Obviously, we're actually not even in Brigham City. We're actually in Salt Lake right now. We're actually at the UPS customer center because we need to pick up some stuff for Ashley's work. But yeah, I got the car loaded, and let's just say this trailer pulls absolutely amazing. I mean, I knew it would. It did before, but now it pulls even better now. And it is just heaven on wheels. And good thing is the splitter up Death Machine hasn't broken off yet, thank God. But yeah, I'm excited to get this car off the trailer and get Francine loaded on and head back north and get this motor unloaded as well. Get the motor and the trans unloaded, so that way we can get that motor torn down here soon. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, guys, how are we doing? Next day again. So we got Death Machine dropped off down at the shop, and then we got the motor out, and that was a whole mess. The motor ended up falling off the tire that it was on because we hit a bump and one of the straps got loose, and it wasn't very fun. And so, to say the least, yeah. But we got Francine now, and I'll show you Francine. Hold on. Francine in all its glory is a 1976 lipstick edition Thunderbird. This is a bicentennial car too. If you don't know what bicentennial means, in 1976, it was the 200-year anniversary of our amazing country, the United States of America. And they built, you know, pretty much all the cars back then in 1976. They called bicentennials. So, but this is extremely special because these cars, well, this edition of the Thunderbird is called the Lipstick Edition because it was lipstick red with the white or red option vinyl top. And if I can open the door, and the white or red optioned interior. And yeah, this is absolutely bitchin'. I love how nice this interior is. And I don't know what that noise is, but whatever. So yeah, this car is my dad's, but we were hoping we can get this title signed over to me on this car, so that way, you know, actual stuff can happen to this car, because it needs a new fuel return line. I did a new tank in it, did, you know, a new sending unit, because on all these 70s Fords that just happens to be needed. New starter, new battery, new everything on this car. I did it last year. Well, it's been a little bit, almost 2 years since I did all that to this car. Because it's been sitting most of the time. Last time my dad even drove it was September of 2022. So it's been, so he hasn't driven it for a year, and I've pretty much been the person to drive it. So that's why I'm hoping we can get the title signed over to my name, so that way I can get shit done with it. And 'cause it's a fun car, it just needs a lot of work to get 100% driving. Mostly the fuel line issue, but yeah, but we got it up on the trailer. That was pretty entertaining to watch. Actually watch it because I had to gun it all the way up the hill to get it here. So, and I hit the front of the trailer a little bit with the bumper. I think that's what I did, but or it was underneath. I think I hit the underneath. Yeah, I think I hit that little piece underneath there. But yeah, she's a ripper with their big, huge 460. So yeah, now we'll get this strapped down and back up north we go. All right, guys, we're back at the house. It's weird not seeing Death Machine here, but you can definitely tell that it was here. Yeah, we got old Francine back here, and I already stopped the old O'Reilly's. Got some fuel return line, and good old can of reliable Seafoam to flush it down the old gas tank to see if we can get some cleaner fuel to come out of this thing and then make the engine run a little bit better, because it definitely needs it. So pretty much what we have in store today. So I don't know if you can see, but there is a little cut right there, and pretty much what we have to do is we have to run a new fuel line from the fuel pump down to that right there. And so we have to run the fuel line from there to there, and then we have to run the fuel line from there all the way up. I'll probably run it around the back, maybe around the back right here, and go up into the tank from over here. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure that out. But might even have to redneck it and cut a hole, but it's okay because yeah, it's fine. So it won't leak. I'll make sure it doesn't leak. But yeah, just run it from this little line right here. So from that metal piece right there all the way up in here, probably drill a hole in the back of that right there. So yeah, that's the plan. So, and then that way we can have a fuel return, and then yeah, so, and I'm doing it on the trailer because I simply don't want to try to risk it pulling in the driveway, because it was a bitch to get on the trailer. Even though I know it will make it, I just don't want to do it. So yeah, so here we go. Let me go get my jack. I'll probably start with the front one first, but yeah. All right, so we got this one mocked up and on. I just need to put hose clamps on it, but it's mocked up and on. But yeah, this one's fighting me a lot. As you can see, I had to drop the tank because it's being a little bit of a monster and a half to do. But I think I finally got it. So I think I just need to get another jack up here and lift it up and into the car, because this is an absolute monstrosity. And I probably shouldn't have done it with fuel in the tank, but you know, the only way to drain it is to take the tank out. So I'm like, screw it, whatever. But we're at this point, so we're gonna finish it off. So yeah. Well guys, we got it. It was a bit of a bitch. I had to pull the tank out, but we got it. And I got some seafoam ran through it, and it seems to be idling pretty half decent. I think it just needs to be driven a little bit and get more fuel / seafoam ran through it, so that way it can actually run and drive decent. And then yeah, she's purring now. So I think that'll be the end of this video. It's already long enough. But next time we're getting back to this one now. So yeah, this will be a fun one. So we got fuel line to do in this one as well too. So now we just got to get this off the trailer, and then I'll make up an outro, and then see you guys on the next one. All right guys, we're back in the driveway. Got some fuel put in this thing and drove it around, and it runs half decent. Kept dying on some of the stop signs, but turns out there's a little fuel leak in that little fuel line right there, so I fixed that just barely. And well, now's the fun part. Now is the fuel out of time. Boom. OptiLube, baby. As some of you know, my company is a dealer for OptiLube. And the reason why we are a dealer is because I've used many other fuel additives, and this is the absolute best that I've ran in all my cars. And I wouldn't sell it if I didn't believe in it. And the good thing is this bottle has the extra long neck for little entries like this. That way you can just go in and put it right in there like that. Because this needs all of the OptiLube, absolutely all of it. And the good thing is they make diesel additive for that monster over there. And I've also ran OptiLube in that, and it's amazing. Cleaned up that car really nicely. And I also ran it in Ashley's Bronco, Fantasy Girl, and that cleaned it up absolutely amazing as well. And I highly recommend it if you have an older vehicle. So, highly recommend it. Bottle gets stuck sometimes, but it's okay. Highly recommend buying it. If you are in the northern Utah area, shoot me a message, and I will be happy to get you some. If you're looking for a dealer somewhere else, let me know, and I can find you a dealer closer to you, so you can get yourself some of the best fuel additive ever. And the good thing is, if you're in Utah, it is formulated here in Utah, so it is formulated for exactly what we have to deal with. And if you have like a race truck, like a diesel race truck, they also have race fuel and all the other additives you need for that, and also an oil fortifier as well, which is also amazing. So, and I think that is also in this car, I think, if I remember to put it in. If not, I'm gonna put it in. So on the next oil change, which needs to be soon. So, but yeah, so thank you guys for watching the channel. Be sure to like and subscribe, and comment down below of what you know you would like to see with this car or any of the other cars that you see. So yeah, thank you guys for joining the channel. Have a good day.